All right, let's look at the questions on page 1 from our exam. So the first one was just a straightforward applying power rule when appropriate and other rules when appropriate. So we have a handful of things here that have a variable x, and we have one that doesn't. So this is a constant, right? E is just a number, and if we type 3e to the 4th in our calculator, it'll pop out a number. So that derivative is going to be 0. The first term we have here is just a straightforward power over the coefficient. So we'll bring the 5 down, multiply it with our 12, we'll get 60x to the 4th. And then our third term requires that we do a little rewrite. I wanted us here, I put a coefficient in that denominator to see how many of us would take that and recognize that this is the same thing as -1/2 times x to the 3rd, which is the same thing as -1/2 x to the -3. So then I can apply my power rule again. I have a positive 3/2 x to the -4. The next one is straight from the derivative sheet. We had on our formula sheet, the derivative of any b to the x is b to the x times the ln of b. So in this case, this should have just been 3 to the x times the ln of 3. And then we have another one that required a rewrite, this time with a fractional exponent because of that radical. So we had this cube root of x to the 4th could be written as x to the 4/3. Power rule again, 4/3 x to the 1/3. Perfect. All right, and then the last thing we could do here if we wanted to was take a moment and rewrite all of these pretty. There was absolutely no reason to do that, but a lot of you did to show off. We have this, that x to the -4 could be put into the denominator there as an x to the 4th. Nothing we can really do to gussy up that exponential. Sort of just stuck like that. And then we could have done this 4/3 with a cube root of x. And you could have put that all into one fraction if you really wanted to, right? There's no difference. It's just sort of what you prefer, having that coefficient or having that as one fraction. All right, so that was question 1.